Hi everybody, it's Luke Graham back again, Regional Master Instructor for the Canberra and ACT region. Today we're going to do a lesson on flying side kick. The reason I'll give this kick its own lesson is that I see probably about a third of people struggle with it. I mean, kids up to adults struggle with flying side kick. People take off on the wrong foot, they don't know how to land, they kick with a straight leg, or they do a flying front kick. All sorts of problems creep in. And I've got a really easy lesson that I teach to get people to do the right leg work for it and then do the kick. Now I started this video with a slow-mo of me doing a kick so that you can see what the kick should look like. I was only jumping about this high. That's not a very short run, I've only got about a 5-step run. When you do flying side kick, it really helps to have a run about 10 or 11 steps is really nice. You get a good rhythm, you're not sprinting, but you're not accelerating. You're just at that nice speed and you can get some good jump. What we'll do first is we'll just have a look at some basic stuff. So my kicking leg will be this leg. I'll wind up the pants on my kicking leg so that it always makes sense what's happening. First thing we're going to do is when we do the run and the takeoff, I'll use this line as my takeoff line. When we take off, your last step is here. And your kicking leg, which is my back leg, is the one that leaves the ground first. So up it comes, both legs come up together, we kick out and land. So to make this easy, what I want you to do with me is I'm going to use a really small area. You can do this in 2 or 3 metres of area, that's all. We just need a couple of steps. Here's my line, you can mark the floor with a bit of tape if you like. And the first thing we're going to do is step on the line and do a little hop. So just watch what I do. Just like that. Left foot on the line, right leg, my kicking leg, up in the air, keeping the leg up. Do that one more time. You can see the hands are coming up as I do it. So one more. There we go. Now what I'll do is I'll do exactly the same thing and I'm going to land sideways. So I'll just turn 90 degrees and land sideways. Here we go. Okay, and I keep my momentum going. If I stop too hard, you're going to end up hurting your knee. You might do a meniscus in your knee if you sort of land and grind. So just let your body weight carry you through. So doing it again. Turning sideways to my target. The heavy bag is my target. Here we go again. Now, eyes on the target. I've been watching you a bit. I'm going to watch just the target, so how my head should be. You can see my shoulder presented to the target as well. My body ends up sideways to the target. One more time for show. And there we go. Now, we're going to do that move again. So we've done straight line, we've done sideways. Now we're going to do a knee to chest jump, double knee to chest jump. I've been landing on my left foot, my non-kicking foot. I will still land on my non-kicking foot. I won't do a double foot landing. That's important. Just watch. Okay? So, stepping through, jumping sideways, double knee to chest jump, land and continue through. Here we go again. You can see I'm getting my feet to lead my body ever so slightly. If you look at the video back at the start, you can see my feet led my body during the kick. Let's have another go. You can hear me hitting the ground quite hard on that last step. That last step. It's called a blocking step. It's the step where you land with quite a rigid leg and that makes your body pop. So when you run in, you don't just sprint and hope to get some height. You actually do that last blocking step and it pops you up for the kick. So just listen out as my left foot slams the ground on the last step. Okay, so you can really hear that. As far as the takeoff, if you look back to that first video I did and look how far back I took off, you don't take off right at your people or whatever it is you're jumping over. You take off quite a distance back. Whatever distance you're jumping, let's say you're jumping 2 metres, you're going to take off about 1 metre back. If you're jumping 5 metres, you're going to take off almost 2 metres back. It's roughly 1/3 of the distance you're jumping to the target. Sorry, yeah, 1/3 of the distance you're jumping, or the height, I should say, show the height, that you're actually going to take off. Sorry, yeah, I made an error there. It's more height related, sorry. If I'm going to jump something high, I take off further back because I can't go straight up and travel. I need to go up at an angle around about 45 degrees, 60 degrees or thereabouts. All right, now we're going to look at turning that last move into a kick. So I'll do my step, I'll do my kicking leg off first, I'll turn, get both knees up, I'll kick out, retract, and then land on the non-kicking leg. I'll try and do it as slowly as I can. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm staring at my target, I'm kicking, retracting, and walking through. Walk through after each one, that's important. Okay, now we're going to hit the target. This is where it's important. We see people all the time jump and just fly with a straight leg. I don't know if it's nerves, I guess it probably is nerves. They fly with a straight leg. You've got to trust that you can kick. So I'm going to kick at the target, and again, I'll try and do it as slowly as possible. Striking the target, by the way, with bottom of the foot. Try not to hit with the ball, becomes a push. Strike with sort of, but from the ball of the foot backwards, and you get a nice rigid strike at the target. Have another go. Don't forget to catch the target, by the way. Now, you want to get a little bit of fly, a bit of distance, we need more of a run-up. So I'm going to go back, I'll measure my run-up for you. I'll take off about here. I haven't got a lot of room in here, let's have a look. So I've got six walking steps, about 3 or 4 running steps. I'll go back, kick at the target, and I'll fly, hold my legs up, stare at the target, and push that foot out. Let's have a go. Okay, another one. Try and get a bit of hang time. When I watch my son Callum kick, he hangs in the air for a long time, and it gives him a lot of time to contemplate the target and look where he's going to hit. Josie, my daughter's about the same. They've both jumped between sort of 7 and 10 people, broken the board at the other end. So they do get a lot of hang time. Myself, I'm more of a height jumper. Let's do one more for you. Slight miss kick, still got the target. Okay, so let's just have a look now at jumping over something. When you jump over something, your trailing leg, non-kicking leg, becomes important. I'll just grab my cushions. Couch cushions are the best thing in the world. They're soft, they're big, you get someone to hold them for you, and you've got the world's best kicking target. That and boogie boards. Go and buy an old boogie board, $5 at the dump, and you practice your spinning heel, your turning kick, any of that sort of stuff into the boogie board. Now this, how high is this? Just the bottom of my uniform there. That's roughly the height of someone quite young, bent over. Distance I've got here, it's about the distance I'm standing. Okay, so you don't put the target too far back. Don't stick it on the what you're hitting. Now it's important when I take off, I'm probably going to launch roughly where this line is, hang a bit, and kick my target. All right, one more. You can see what I'm trying to do. I'm not rushing the kick. If you watch carefully, you'll see that I'm jumping, holding position, and trying to time my release on the kick. Don't rush. Go back to that slow-mo video at the start, and you'll see that I really delay for quite a long time. I'll see if I can just get a slightly further back. I've got nothing to jump, but I'll see if I can take off slightly further back, hang a bit longer. I think I might have brushed those with my hand. So the big lesson here for flying side kick is take off with the correct foot. Have your kicking foot leave the ground first. Kicking foot leaves the ground first. Get both legs up. Both legs up. If you leave a trailing leg behind, you'll hit the people that you're trying to jump over. And by jumping over something like those cushions, it's a great way to see whether you are trailing your leg behind you. The next thing is hold position. Hold the tucked position sideways. You've got to be sideways. Hold the tucked position. Watch the target come. When you're at a nice distance, slam that leg out as fast as you can. Once you've done that, stick the landing. Now, if you've got people holding boards for you, the important thing is, and this is for you board holders, bend your front knee. That's your safety, stops you getting a knee recon. So hold the boards, look at the back of the board, ignore the kicker, and for the kicker, when you kick through, collapse into the middle of the people. So you're going to kick the board, go between them, and then after the kick, your arms will come out and you'll end up holding onto their shoulders. So don't stress about what happens after the kick. People who are holding, 99% of the time, know what they're doing. So just remember, good run up. 10 steps is really nice. I'm on a short run, quite difficult in here. Set your target high. See how high I'm kicking. I'm kicking this high. And that's, for that short run up, that's not a bad sort of height. Take off. Kicking leg first. Lift both legs up. Time your release. Just to show you one last thing, when I kick, I tend to put my feet together and my knees out a little bit. So I sort of kick like this. You can see my knees pop apart slightly. So it's a little bit like this. Knees apart, feet sort of together. I don't know, it's just naturally how it happens for me. I certainly don't have my legs tucked in tight. I have them somewhat apart. Now have a go at this at home, the way that I think you should do it. Those big cushions I had, you get someone to hold for you. Have a go at home, get someone holding. You don't need much distance behind the target. I had less than a metre to the edge of the carpet, and I pretty much never went over it. To do it off a really short run for practice, all you got to do is this. There's my takeoff about there. I'll just come back 2 steps, and here we go. So all you need is 2 steps and someone holding a couch cushion. So from here, again. You don't need much room, so do it in the lounge room, do it on the lawn. Better still, go down to the local long jump pit, do the kick, land in the sand, and roll. Great way to practice your flying side kick jump. All right, have a good afternoon. For those of you with Year 12 students, ACT government announced today, you can ring up, get them a priority injection vaccination. I think it's from like the 4th till about the 15th. So if they're a Year 12 student. So get in there, make your booking, and get them vaccinated so they can get back to school and finish their exams. Good luck with the lesson, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.